Hello, everybody. We are on the downhill side of this course, compensation management. Congratulations to all of you. I should be working on grading week 4 ASAP. I had kind of a crazy day today, so let's get right into this. Week 5 and week 6. I'm going to do both of them, so I'm not lagging if you want to work ahead for your final project next week. So in week 5. This is probably the core of compensation management, the benefits. What do our employers want? How do we keep good employees? A lot of that is based on benefits and what we can offer to our employees. Employee benefits can range from minimal things such as a discount at the local market, or maybe an Amazon account with a limit each week. It can be healthcare, it can be unemployment, 401k plans. So there's a wide variety of things that you can offer your employees as benefits. The smaller the business, obviously, the harder it is to offer those benefits that will keep your employees with you for a long term. But larger corporations, you obviously aren't going to have that situation. So in topics 5.1 and 5.2, we talk about performance appraisals. These are those meetings with your boss that everybody despises, nobody wants to go to. They come into my classroom, they observe me. Again, we have a PowerPoint, and you can skip all of the your turn activities in the book. You can skip the appendix notations that they have, and oh, that's my other class that I'm doing, and just go through the text. There's a lot of exhibits, and those exhibits are going to be on our PowerPoint as well. The bad thing, why does everybody hate these performance observations, the performance metrics? Part of it is because what if your boss just doesn't like you? They're very soft skilled related. There can also be some biasness behind them. There's always going to be a rubric, but it doesn't always mean that it's followed correctly, and people get really nervous about these performance appraisals. So this chapter really goes in depth about how these should be managed. A lot of good information there. Then I'm going to move on to our 5.1 discussion. This is kind of just a fun discussion. What are the 5 favorite employee benefits that maybe you have had in your lifetime? Share those uncommon ones that maybe you have had. Perhaps, like for the guys that work for us, Fridays, my husband will say, hey, let's go fishing, and they load up and they go fishing. They have the option to go home as well, but you know, these young guys, they kind of like to go and go fishing. We pack a cooler, snacks, all that good stuff, and we can't really afford a lot of benefits for them that are monetary, but we can give them a nice Friday afternoon off, and that might be something that they enjoy. Maybe your boss always stopped at the same restaurant for lunch and bought your lunch for you. That's a nice benefit as well. It may be not really a documented benefit, but it's a benefit. So talk about those benefits that maybe are elusive, or something that you thought was nice that maybe other people wouldn't have thought of. I did put in here oh my, I'm crazy there. I did put in here a website. Once you post your reply, it's not going to let me open it up. And it was just about the top 21 sought after benefits of the employers of 2021. What are the next generations looking for? My age groups, I'm looking at insurance. I need to have insurance. I need to have health insurance. I need to have vision insurance, dental insurance, my kids' insurance. That's very favorable to me, as it should be anybody. But an 18-year-old through 25-year-old who is still on their family's insurance, they may not need that yet. So if that's the case, they may be looking for these other types of benefits as well. Okay, So since I couldn't open that, I'll let you look at that on your own. I'm going to go next. Your apply assignment for this week is going to be more of a serious note. You are going to identify and explain 4 strategies on how to improve employee performance appraisals. There are a ton of them that they talk about in the chapter. What are they? What do they entail? And you may need to do some other research to get your 1 to 2 page paper for this. I think it's 1 to 2 pages. Yep, 1 to 2 pages. Remember that 1 to 2 pages is not your title and not your reference page. So keep that in mind when you're writing as well. Make sure you have enough length and content for me. Okay, chapter 12. How and why employers offer the benefits that they offer. How do they have the money to offer these dental plans or these vision plans? So you're going to go into this chapter 12. That leaves us 1 chapter left for next week. But the prompt for your discussion for this chapter is to identify at least 6 legally mandated benefits. We're all going to have probably the same benefits listed, but turn that around and why is that important to you, okay? Then look at your fellow classmates, find one who wrote about maybe a different benefit than your own. Don't say, hey, I had the same thing. That's not what I'm looking for. I want you to banter back and forth about why it's important and why maybe it is the most important. And I have put on here, after you reply, some information as well. All right, so that's for chapter 5. You do have another reading. I don't think there's yeah, there is another reading. So there's 3 chapters for you to read this week. Exploring benefit options. So this is all about benefits this time. But next week, in week 6, you only have 1 chapter, and that is what's the law got to do with employment. So you're going to go over chapter 17, skip all of your turn activities, and the final is an essay project, and you're going to demonstrate your superior understanding of the concepts of compensation management. You're going to write about 5 topics that you might face in real human resource management. This is worth 500 points, guys. So this is a big lump of your grade, actually half of your total points for this class. So there are 2 links here. The first one is your topics instruction. So opening this up, you are going to choose 5 topics for your essay. And each topic is going to be 1 to 3 pages per topic. So you're going to have no fewer than 5 pages and no more than 15 pages. It's kind of confusing. It does say that after the 3rd page of your topic, 1 topic, I can quit reading. So you need to make sure that you conclude what you're trying to say in 1 to 3 pages for each topic. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. So you will have a minimum of 5 pages to 15 pages for 5 topics. 1 works cited page. Please use your MLA formatting. I need headings, I need subheadings, I need very organized writing, because I don't want to have this jumping all over the place and trying to read 15 pages when it's hard to read. Proofread, grammar check, everything that you need to do, okay? You can use website pages, but make sure that they are peer reviewed. .org, .gov, .net. .coms are going to give you biased information, so try and stay away from those. Your textbook and PowerPoints are probably going to be your most primary source, but I do not want you to reiterate everything that's in the book. I want you to give me some research on these topics. And it outlines here for you. You can choose 5 of these. There are 13 of them to choose from. So there's plenty of things, whatever was most interesting to you. Maybe something would benefit you more in your line of work, choose those 5. Okay, then I have the score sheet. You will notice that there are actually 535 points on the score sheet because 35 points of this can go to extra credit. So going up to the top, we have our 5 topics. Make sure you're following this. We have our topics, there's 13 of those, and you get 90 points per topic, 5 topics maximum. I will add that, multiplying that, or adding them all together, that will equal 470. I'm looking for a cover page. It needs to be double spaced. It needs to be page numbered. It needs to have 12 point Times New Roman. Give me an abstract before. Any other APA formatting items such as your headings, subheadings, a reference list, and your citations. Obviously, spelling and grammar are a huge thing as well, but I'm not going to go through your document and correct all the grammar and spelling. If it is glaring at me, I'm going to start docking points. If you have 1 or 2 words misspelled, not a big deal, okay? But double check, you are professionals now. It's time to start writing like it. You can get, if I see that you are not using your content and giving credit where credit is due, I can give a penalty for that. And if you give an ethics discussion on some of this, then you can get extra credit for that as well, determined by case by case. So there are 35 points to, or 535 points, 35 of that being extra credit. So please, before you submit, add up what you think your score is going to be so you have met all the requirements. Okay, that's it, guys. I am not going to have a, unless somebody says, hey, I just don't understand this, I may jump back on for week 6. But I don't feel like there's necessarily a reason for that. All of your content is there. Just can't even think of anything else that you might need. Okay, enjoy. Take care of yourself and good luck. Bye, guys.